So I put this hammer in the topmost position by lifting it, and once I put it here, automatically it will keep fixed, and this is the safety handle. So now hammer is in topmost position. Now this machine is ready for conducting Sharpie impact test. So how to perform the Sharpie impact test? This is the first step. Second step, we will put the specimen. So before putting the specimen, you need to see some other things, like this is called striker. This is called striker. You have seen, I think this is striker. This is tapered, and this is pointed striker. This is called striker. You see carefully. This is the striker. This is striker. Both sides tapered. This is striker. Striker can be taken out. For Sharpie impact test, this is the striker. For IJAD impact test, striker will be different. That will also we will show you. So in this hammer, this striker is attached. Now we can go for fixing the specimen. For fixing specimen, you need to go to the bottommost position of the setup. So this is your specimen. So this is your specimen. Just check once specimen. So this is your specimen. So this is specimen. This you have seen. This you have seen. This is some rustings are there because specimens were kept since last year. So this is your specimen. So here you have seen, in this specimen, one notch is there. In the center, one notch is there. So this is the notch. This is the notch. This is the notch. You have seen, this is notch. This is the notch. This is called U-shaped notch. This is U notch. In Sharpie and IJAD impact test, there will be notch on each specimen. Then IJAD specimen, this is the notch. For Sharpie specimen, this is the notch. This is the notch. Notch can be either U notch or V notch. So notch geometry, where to put notch, specimen geometry, everything here. So this is the specimen geometry. This is the specimen geometry. For Sharpie, this length is specimen length is 55 plus minus 0.6 mm, and this notch geometry is 1 mm root radius plus minus 0.07, and then this notch should be made in milling cutting machine, and this width and thickness of this specimen is 10 mm, 10 into 10, length 55, and notch geometry is this one. This one is a notch geometry. This is a notch geometry. You can see clearly it is mentioned. This is the notch. This is the notch. This is for IJAD. This is the specimen. This is the specimen, and this is the specimen dimension details and notch geometry. Angle 45 degree. This is the geometry. Root radius for IJAD 0.25, for Sharpie 1 plus minus 0.07 mm. So everything will be given soft copy as well as in video. We will provide you this manual copy so that you can easily understand. So now this specimen we will put on our impact testing machine for Sharpie impact test. First we will perform the Sharpie impact test. Sharpie impact test, as machine is ready for Sharpie impact test. For IJAD impact test, we need to change the hammer position. Now hammer position is 141 degree, 44 minutes 14 seconds, as I told earlier. But for IJAD, this hammer position we need to change it. We need to make it almost 90 degree. For that, this tube, we need to put it, fix it here, then hammer will be positioned like this horizontal. Now it is angular direction. Now it is position is angular, it will be horizontal. Then we also need to change the striker also for IZOD. As machine is ready for Sharpie impact test, we will perform the Sharpie impact test right now. So how to perform Sharpie impact test already I have explained. Now we will go for fixing the specimen. For fixing specimen we will hold like this, and striker will strike exactly back of this notch. Specimen we will put like this, you see, like this we will put the specimen. So notch is here, this is the notch will face frontward direction, and striker will directly strike exactly back of this notch. So now we will go for releasing the hammer. So here what happened, weight of the hammer is around 21.5 kg. So height, and this height also we know. So this hammer having potential energy stored within the hammer, and this, if we release this hammer, then what will happen, this potential energy will be converted to kinetic energy, and that energy will be used for striking this material. Then we will find out the toughness of the material, how much energy absorbed while fracturing, while breaking the material. Why notch provided? So that specimen breaks through the notch point. Otherwise specimen may not fracture, it will directly get bent. So you will have some idea once we perform the test how to measure the toughness of material. So now I am going to release the hammer. For releasing hammer, you need to place this safety handle in its position. Now hammer is ready to release. This is the hammer releasing lever. This is the hammer releasing lever. So we will release the lever, this lever. Then what will happen? Hammer will swing. Hammer will fall. Hammer will swing, and it will, while swinging, it will strike the sample exactly back of this notch. Then specimen will get two pieces. If it is ductile material, it may just get fracture or some deformation before failure, and if it is brittle material, then it will become two pieces. So now I will place this pointer in here. I place this pointer. Okay, now I will release the hammer. I am going to release the hammer. Once I release the hammer, then hammer is swinging, and it will already strike the material, and specimen get failed. Specimen become two part through the notch. Now we need to stop the hammer, as hammer is swinging. As this is experiment is little bit dangerous, that's why this protective barricades are given. So now we will put this brake. This is the brake. This brake we will use. Then hammer will be stopped. Hammer will be stopped. So hammer is stopped now. So hammer is stopped. Now we will measure how much energy it absorbed while fracturing the material. You count from 0 to 1 division equal to 2 joule. That means 1 division equal to 2 joule. This is 2 joule. 1 division 2 joule. 4, 6, 8, 10 joule. This one 10 joule, and here it is directly you can read. This is 60 joule, 62, 64, 66 joule. Almost 66 joule energy absorbed by this material. So this way we need to perform the Sharpie impact test, and different conditions like temperature, and weather and other cold condition, cold material. If we keep it at low temperature below -degree Celsius, then what will happen in toughness? Material will change or not. So these things we will get at high temperature. If we use, then it may take less load. If we use low temperature, then it may take more load. So at different conditions we can perform the test. So this is normal room temperature we have performed this test, but here in this machine this specific environment room temp chamber not available, so we have to perform it in normal room temperature only. So thank you all, thank you very much. Next I will show you the iode impact test.